It's a clear, clear day here at the Skyway. The track glistens in the crystal morning's dew. There's a palpable focus in the eyes of those competing today. Why race at dawn? We figured the drivers have been up all night thinking about it, might as well get on with it. And in that spirit, let's welcome the drivers from Group 10 of qualifying rounds for the 2022 Skyway Grand Prix. Pamela Spin driving in the Lake House, a Volvo 850 Estate weighing 50.8 grams. Ricky Bomber driving in the Boom Boom, a Datsun Bluebird 510 wagon weighing 49.3 grams. Yoshi Satori driving in Razor's Edge, an Audi RS6 Avant weighing 51.2 grams. And Jill Powers driving in the Land Yacht, a Volvo P220 Amazon wagon weighing 54.5 grams. And there they are, the wagons have arrived at the Skyway. Long chassis and a low centre of gravity could provide the perfect equation for gliding down the Skyway. Ricky Bomber in pole position for race 1, Jill Powers on the outside, Yoshi Satori and Paula Spin in the rear. And they're off. Ricky Bomber sends the Boom Boom charging down the first straight. Yoshi Satori has closed the gap, down the drop, bumper to bumper out of turn 2. Bomber steers wide, Satori passes on the inside, slingshots out to turn 3, fantastic handling, rockets across the finish. Ricky Bomber in a distant second and Jill Powers backs across the finish with Paula Spin barely making it across. Let's take another look at that intimidation game all through the dual lane track. Yoshi Satori stays intimate. Out of turn 1, down the drop, breathing down Bomber's neck. Bomber drifts up the banking wall into turn 2, blocking Satori from passing on the outside. Even jumping out of turn 2, Bomber cuts to the outside, blocking Satori again. And it's in the recovery attempt that Bomber loses control, overcompensates, hitting the inner wall, and Satori sees his opportunity and seizes it. Yoshi Satori, without a doubt, sits at the top of the leaderboard with 5 points. Ricky Bomber a distant second on the track, followed by a backwards Jill Powers and a Paula Spin, lucky to have that 1 point as she seemed to barely squeak across the finish line. Yoshi Satori now in pole position with Bomber at his side. I find it hard to believe he'll have any trouble taking the lead and never letting go. Just as I suspected, Satori like lightning storms down the first straight. Out of turn 2, he rides the inner wall. Into turn 3, rides himself. A little shaking up at turn 3, but there's no one else in sight. Yoshi Satori takes race 2. Paula Spin with considerably more speed taking second place, followed by Bomber and Powers. Power just trickling across the finish. It would be incorrect to say there isn't any speed on the track today, because that would be in complete denial of Yoshi Satori's performance. Yoshi Satori firmly in first place, doubling the score of Ricky Bomber in second position. Paula Spin did find a way to make up for lost points, but not by much. Paula Spin now in pole position, maybe, just maybe, she'll have a chance to best Yoshi Satori. Spin takes a lead into the first straight, maintains into turn 1. Here comes Satori down the drop. A strong exit out of turn 2, rocketing down the inside of turn 3. Such low control. Out of turn 4, Satori roars across the finish. 3 wins in a row. 3 first place races. This is starting to remind me of Jaques Le Blue in qualifying Group 1. Are we to see our second shutout performance of the tournament? There have been some strong runs on the Skyway this competition, but the speed of some is greater than others, and Yoshi Satori is one of those drivers, like Tammy Slices before him and Stetson Horn before them both. There are those that ride a mean streak. Some can remain balanced and some can plummet into obscurity. It's impossible for any other driver to advance on, but Yoshi Satori has already taken Group 10. But now for the final race, a chance for Yoshi Satori to join the history books of the 2022 Skyway Grand Prix. He's got the least advantage of any driver on the outside rear position. A proper challenge for a proper driver. And they're off. Paula Spin stays out in front of Satori, but just like last time, yes, Satori closes the gap down the drop. Spin blocks into turn 2. Spin stays strong, straight into turn 3. Whips in front, sliding block up the banking wall, and Spin holds him off across the finish. My goodness, that was phenomenal defense. We already have our winner, but Paula Spin wasn't going to walk away from this race without giving first position a run for his money. 18 points for Yoshi Satori is still one of the highest scores of the competition. Yoshi Satori may have had it easy this go-around. These were not the fastest drivers, but something tells me once Satori gets his hands on a proper group of racers in the quarterfinals, that's when the fireworks begin. Stay tuned for more racing coming soon. Until then, drive safely and always take the high road.